We have a pretty big matchup here. Hyper Diligent in the team versus Shoto Todoroki. Big picks coming out from both sides. I've never seen these guys play together as a team. I'm excited to see them play. I don't know anything about Roki's team. We're looking with Dark Pants, EMC, Phoebe, and Kaido-stan going up against X31, Hyper Diligent, Epsi, Glue Sniffer, and I Miss Her. This is going to be the best of three. Hyper Diligent's team picking Bind to start off here. They're locking in their picks now. X31 picking the Brimstone. I knew that X31's main has been Brimstone in the past. He's very good with putting out the smokes. He's extremely good at those early rounds, usually buying a frenzy and picking up that stim and or sending those frags early. Let's see what the play is as we get into this first game of the W Key tournament. Thank you guys for being here. I really appreciate everybody that's hanging out with us, and it should be a really good game. My co-caster today is Veronic, and this is our first time casting, and welcome in.
Hello, hello.
I'm really excited to be casting with you. All right, 8 seconds
That's
here.
what I'm used to. I was going to say, Hyper Diligent not on the duelist was a little weird, but...
Yeah, I've seen him play a lot of duelists in the past. He also has a pretty mean chamber, but it looks like Epsi's going to be taking the chamber on this one.
No, we're not supposed to pick sides, but you got a favorite?
You know, I know that Twitted is extremely good at every video game he's ever played, Glue Sniffer, so I would have to say that he's going to be one to watch. He's been playing the Reyna a lot. I know Roki, she is also extremely good at this game, very high ranked. You know, I feel like these teams could be extremely balanced in terms of skill, and we'll have to wait and see.
Agreed. Well, obviously pistol round, so gonna get a few people buying up to the Spectre. Most people rocking the Classic though.
It looks like we have an early wall going down on A. Looking as the attackers setting up a split push here, probably a diversion down A as we have the 2-3 split going in favor of the B side here for the attackers. And
miles on that Sage.
And we're off. Here we go. An early bomb buddy out from Phoebe. Coming up as they push into Hookah very slowly. Spike down on the B side here as Sky's pushing up in Hookah with Phoebe. I Miss Her holding steadily on the site here, waiting for the push. Sends out the bird, does connect to Phoebe. Another bird coming out, the counter bird. A couple pop shots come out. They make the push, and down goes Dark Pants as X31 gets the early pick here. Glue Sniffer on the B site, looking in the back, going to start rotating as they hear some footsteps down on A site. A site has the big push. Epsi going down. Phoebe taking him out with the cross. Looks like we haven't gotten the rotate out from the defenders yet as the spike goes down. We got some time here as the rotate comes over from the defenders. The wall goes up here. Phoebe on the rotate. EMC holding steadily close by the spike here. So the exchange of bullets goes down in Hook and Lamps. The fake defuse comes out. X31 going down, and there's a big exchange of fire here. 2-1 remaining. This Glue Sniffer is going to take this one. Run it out. Phoebe going down the 1v1 situation here. Time slowly running, and I Miss Her taking the last shot here on Phoebe, and the spike's going to be defused. 1-0 on the board in favor of the defenders.
Pretty evenly matched on kills so far, but looks like if I know anything, they're gonna buy up. Yep, there they go. They're buying up. Gonna try and secure that next round.
It looks like the Hyper Diligence going with the Judge and full shields here. That's one of his strategies that he's been really favored in the past of the games that I've played with him. He likes to hold those close corners, especially as a Neon player with that quick movement, that easy slide into that spray and pray. And it looks like we got the save on the attacker side. Early shots here as the dog comes out from the sky. Spots a few of them. Looks like they're setting up for an A push here. We're not going to get a rotate just yet from the defenders as they start pushing up A long. Kaido-stan goes down. Hyper Diligent, Glue Sniffer, Epsi, all getting frags, and it looks like this is going to be a completely one-sided round. So we get the flawless coming from the defenders. 2-0 on the board. for the defenders here. Now, what do you think went wrong there in the attackers' push that they got picked out so early?
I don't think that they really had a strategy to get onto site very well. Like, they already know that the other team bought up, and they were kind of like on the back foot. So they have to have somebody initiate, get some information. Then they have that neon with the judge. Like, they were just on a bad side there. But
And being on a save round also didn't help their chances on that push.
no, they really needed to get that sage on the site, get that wall down, but it just never happened.
This one's going to be a little bit more even with the buys. Everybody with a full gun and full shields here. Hyper Diligent still sticking with that judge, though, as we get a couple guys pushing up, down A mid. Some blind fires into the wall here as Minimum trying to find any connection onto Epsi, and Epsi goes down from Kaio. Looks like the wall's going to come down here, and the plant is going to be on the A site as the Sky is still anchoring B. Here's the plant coming down, starts to rotate. It looks like this round may be going in the favor of the attackers here as Hyper tries to push up into Lamps, waiting for his rotate here from Witted, and he goes down. Looks like this one is definitely going to be in the flawless side. Exchange of flawlesses. This match is looking extremely even between these two teams. Securing at least one pick, the defenders are able to demolish the economy of that one player, and that is going to definitely get them up here on this next round as we go into round 4.
It's actually kind of interesting and surprising that the attackers actually won that round, but something I noticed, they did a split push. The Rays got information about Hookah and got the pick, which allowed them to just go straight on the A. Left that Sky over there anchoring by herself. They didn't know what was going on. It was beautifully executed by the Rays.
Yeah, that anchor did stay really long, and by the time that he was able to get back to A site, he was already all the way down. It was a 2v5 situation there. Got a little bit of an aggressive play coming out from my misser as he peeks out and spots one on B site Hookah, sending down the dog scout. It looks like the attackers want to set up another A push here as they get the pick on Glue Sniffer, and Glue Sniffer goes down, but FC trades right back. Hyper Diligent securing the pick, making it a 4v3 situation here. The bomb buddy comes out as the attackers push onto site. Looking frantically, Phoebe already clearing that space for the Sky to come and plant as the rotate comes back in from the defenders here. The ultimate comes in, the zoning ult doesn't catch any picks here as Hyper Diligent is leaning out, peeking slowly. The Sky knows he's there though. Secures the pick anyway, and it looks like we flipped it 4-1. As a barrage of bullets comes out and it goes to the defenders once again. I would think that this map is definitely a defense-heavy map. It looks really like Hyper's team is playing very well in the rotates and playing well in the sites that they're anchoring down on. The attackers favoring A, obviously. It looks like they might have to switch up their strategy a little bit here.
Yeah, their team is holding angles very well. The attackers are a little low on money here, so they're actually, what are they going to do? Yeah, it looks like they're going to have to do a half buy. We'll try to save up for a full buy next round.
Yeah, it's
Two of them did have some Phantoms at the beginning, but it looks like they're switching to Sheriffs.
It looks like it's going to be a full save here on the attacker side. So we're probably going to see a big rush coming out from the attackers. Hyper Diligent's the only one on their team who bought an Odin. So it's definitely going to be a defense-sided round here, I believe. Already securing that first pick right in Hookah as the Rays peeks out by himself, going down B, trying to bait out an early rotate to A as we get some utility usage over onto A site. And Phoebe just gunning it, goes right in to the enemies, and yeah, just as we predicted, that's going to be a defense side because of the save. Good plays. It looks like we got a few picks from the attackers going down onto the defenders here, and that's going to be really bad for some of their economy as this is a save round for the attackers.
Yeah, that was actually really good on their part, getting that free money. If they can get a couple more picks here and then maybe get out and save a gun, it'd be even better for them.
It looks like Hyper's waiting on that flank, though, so if he tries to get out, yeah, it just doesn't look good for EMC as he's going to go down there, which is okay. It was probably planned that they were all going to die since it was a save round. And this round is going to be the one that's going to be extremely interesting to watch here, because it doesn't necessarily look like X31 has enough money to buy. He's gonna have to request a gun. So if they end up losing this one, it could be really bad, put them in a bad situation here. Let's see the attackers setting up on B side this time. Let's see if they can get any momentum going. They're down 4-1 on the board. Let's see if it's possible. Let's see if they can do it.
Well, it's a full push this time, so it'll be the whole team, no split.
Looks like we have the Viper here checking the back site, watching that flank here. Gonna use some util to bait out the rotate. Looks like Hyper Diligent isn't falling for it as he starts to rotate over. We make that push onto B site, getting a couple shots out. The orb going in, and the Sage almost having res. The fire comes out, and ladies and gentlemen, gets the pick with the grenade. Attackers making some moves here. Phoebe pushing it on site. Gonna make some space here for the team. Knows exactly where the enemy sky is. Phoebe lets that dog go right by, and we're still playing a little bit safe here, not making any moves. We get the early TP over to A site. The Sage gonna try to find a pick on that rotate here as they go out, pushing in through showers, clearing the corners. We got the rotate over, leaving the Rays on B site by themselves. Hyper holding close, goes down to Mininun. X31 had the op, but was holding really close. Unfortunately, gets caught out as the Toxic Viper ult comes out and the spike goes down, and we get the rotate out. Let's see. This will be an interesting pushback as the flash comes out. I miss her. Super low HP here as the attackers are planted firmly. This one's going to go to the attackers. 4-2 on the board. I'm here for I miss her. He's my friend. Yo, Princess Sarah.
In their favor. But unfortunately, that Viper for the attacker side stayed on A and secured a pick, and they were able to rotate out easily back over to the A side.
Yeah, the Rays on the anchor over on B, staying there in their backline was a very smart move, and then that quick rotate that they managed to get on the point, virtually uncontested, was a really good play by the attackers here. 4-2. Let's see if they can get another one on the board to make it 4-3.
Half behind the side of the defenders here.
The question is, are they going to play aggressive, or are they going to sit down on site and try to just hold close corners here? As we got a little bit of a matchup here outside of showers. The fake orb grab comes out from X31 as the attackers make the push out to mid, pushing onto A site in the Viper smoke. Spots him. The exchange of shots goes out, and the judge comes out on top, as it is the superior close range weapon. I miss her throwing some utility outside of B. The attackers still lurking outside of the A site. Not going to get a flank coming out from the defenders as Dark Pants takes out X31 with a well-placed headshot. Attackers making their move onto site. One peek out of lamps as we have Hyper Diligent with the ultimate coming out, securing 2 picks, but getting shot by EMC. It's going to be a very big 2-pick game there, making it an even 2v2 situation, but the res comes out, making it a 3 situation. 3v2, flipping the tables here, but we do have the chamber ult up. Gonna try to secure a pick here with the op as the dog comes out. Spike down. Time running out. Gets the pick, making it a 1v1. And ladies and gentlemen, Epsi securing the pick, clutching it out. All odds stacked against them.
There. This is actually huge for the defender side. They were down money. Econ very important in this game.
Great ultimate usage by the defenders there. Hyper Diligent securing those 2 early picks. Almost flipped it around by getting the res out, but that operator is just so strong. Hi, Jenny. 5-2 on the board. Looking as... Oh, go ahead.
No, Hyper Diligent opened it up for his team out there, getting those picks with his ult, especially because they were down money, didn't have the guns. He got 2 picks, was able to secure 2 guns for his team. They're looking great right now. Great situation to be in.
Hyper leading the team in frags as the duelist should. It'll be very interesting to see how this round plays out here. No ultimates on the board except for the Reyna and the Astra. We'll see how this plays out. Looking to go B site here. The attackers deciding to use some utility in hookah, having to hit an early heal here on their Sky as their Sky is still lurking, looking like they want to go over to A site with the spike, but they have a pick over on B. And it looks like we're going to get a early rotate here as the spike pushes up A. What an insane play here by the attackers. But oh no, they secure the 2 that did push out, the 3 that pushed out on B site. But it did split the defense. But there is a flank coming in from Glue Sniffer here. Very, very slow, checking his corners, making sure that there is no lurkers here, as he has a very good pinch coming in.
He's got the information. He knows they're there.
The shots come out. The ultimate from the Reyna. The blind comes out. Oh no, but the utility doesn't work, ladies and gentlemen. Hyper Diligent once again clutching up for his team here as he secures the 2 picks while they're distracted by a very good flank coordinated by Glue Sniffer. Ladies and gentlemen, 6-2 on the board. Defenders looking very, very good here as they prepare to go into round 8.
Both of these teams have really good plans. They're executing them perfectly. It's like the minute details. That first pick goes out and they rotate. It's very interesting to see how these teams are executing these plans.
The big brain gamers are here. Here we go, round 8, looking to go onto the B site. The Sage with the spike this round as they double back over to A. Still lurking, not decided on where they want to go yet. The spike gets dropped as Dark Pants goes down here. Viper making the push onto site with the very large utility, blocking off all entry points. Runs into X31 and takes him out, grabs his gun, and now they have gun advantage here. Viper still sitting at pretty 125 HP here as the rest of the team is pushing out on the site. Glue Sniffer lurking in showers, secures the pick onto Viper, who had the Phantom in that situation. The flash comes out but doesn't connect. Oh, Glue Sniffer is angry from last round, tries to do everything in his power to stop the push here as we have the rotate into heaven. Still one anchoring over on A site. The last one, Sage lurking, going over to B. Spike down. Just barely in that door here is a free plant going to B site. 1v1 situation here. I miss her versus minimum. Sky versus Sage. The wall comes out. The pop shots going in. They know where each other are. This is going to be an interesting battle.
Oh, the fake.
Oh, that was awesome with the fake
beautiful
plant. The bait out. I miss her. What a play.
The battle of the anchors, man. If these teams were to rotate too quickly, it'd go to the other side so easily. But their anchors are just chilling out and getting the picks. So good to see.
The plays that we're seeing are really good. Well, a very good communication throughout both sides here, attackers and defenders. I'm seeing a lot of good rotates. I'm seeing a lot of good anchor plays. I'm seeing a lot of good flanks. Let's see if they can keep it up. Let's see if the attackers here have any chance to make it 4-6.
Defenders are on the eco again.
Looks like we have one Deagle, a scout coming out. And they're really playing that utility well on A, the attackers, as they push out on site almost every single time for free, gaining that space and doing that split push. As they're starting to push out on Hookah, securing the pick over on B, going to drop back with that advantage here. Looks like they're securing that A as they're waiting for the rotate to put the spike down once they get that reinforcements here. But Twitted is on the flank and catches the rotate early as he pops his ult and rotates back over towards Showers. What a good play by Twitted as he was anchoring on that flank. He was inside of their heads as the attackers slowly rotate over towards Showers, looking to get onto site. And with the big flank from Kyoto Stan, gonna drop Hyper Diligent, but unfortunately goes down in the process. Phoebe and EMC locked in Showers. Ultimate comes out. Phoebe going in. Blind fires the ult. Doesn't connect with anybody, but takes the space anyway. Goes out and gets dropped by Glue Sniffer. And I miss her. A good save round from the defenders.
Very good save round. They keep winning these save rounds. It's very good for them. This game is very mental and economy based. Now the attackers are on a save.
Ooh, attacker is saving here. Gonna be going full shields, half shields, ghost, and deagle with the Odin on the defender side. This is definitely probably gonna be a one-sided round here, but it gives us good time to see exactly what the attackers plan to do on the save. Utility comes out, being a little bit aggressive here. Glue Sniffer getting right up in their faces, trying everything that he can to make sure that they will not push onto A this time with the utility as the attackers look to rotate back towards B side. What's the plan here for the attackers? How will they get onto site? They're going to have to face Chamber with a Vandal, and they only have pistols. Not going to be a very good matchup, and not a very favorable one.
Got herself an Odin, so hopefully she can push out and get some picks.
Dark Pants with that Odin could secure some space with a well-placed wall bang, but it looks like the defenders are waiting and ready for the B push. They know that they are no longer at A, but nonetheless, they still have an anchor over on A just in case they get a quick rotate here. And the wall tap comes out from Epsi, and down goes Dark Pants. The Odin's still there on the attacker's side. They're gonna jump into that teleport, and that is exactly why they have X31 anchoring down on A, waiting for that quick rotate. What a big brain play, staying behind, making sure he's gonna stop this plant here. The defenders put out the utility. The wall comes out. They exchange some bullets here, but X31 playing so passive and so patient as he does peek out, trying to stop the plant in the last few seconds of the round, and minimum secures the pick. That's another weapon if they're able to get to it, but it looks like they're just going to play it safe and stay back here as the utility comes back up from the Viper, and the flank comes in from Glue Sniffer, but it doesn't matter because the res is up, and the res does come out. But the trade goes right back to the 2v2 situation here. Epsi pushing up, securing that space, and I miss her going to stick that bomb, but it doesn't work. It's not enough power as I miss her goes down. What well-played positioning by the attackers here as we move into the last round, and they come out on top with the Odin in hand.
Coming down to these save rounds, man. It's literally turning the tide of the game every time. We should be getting... Like, the defenders should be up more than they are, and they're losing these eco rounds because of the great plays and patience by these anchors that they have.
As one. Thank you.
Setting up on the A push once again. They're looking to do that site, but it looks like the Viper set up the wall at a completely different angle than we're used to seeing. Walling off, choosing to wall off lamps instead of walling off main and throwing the smoke down in heaven as they make the push in. Viper standing in the molly, securing the pick on X31 as the ultimates come out. We have the Astra ult and the Viper ult as the rotate comes over from the defenders from B site. But oh no, the spike gets down before it was able to be planted. It's almost like Glue Sniffer knew he can smell him as the ultimate comes out from Hyper Diligent. But it's not enough. That Viper ult is just too hard to push into, ladies and gentlemen, and it's a 4v2 situation as the op from Chamber comes out, and Epsi hitting those shots left and right. Viper ult or no Viper ult, Epsi proving that the Chamber ultimate is superior in this situation, but they're gonna have to make a play here in the Viper ult, not knowing exactly where the enemy team is. The defenders are going to have to make a quick play of the 2v2 situation here. Down to 1 HP with that decay. Such an insane benefit to the attackers to have that going in. Kyle securing that third pick. Ladies and gentlemen, the 1v1 situation here as the bomb defuse comes out, but the peak! Minimum clutching out for their team. Secures it. 5-7 on the board on that last attack. Now the sides have been flipped. The attackers, now the defenders. Let's see if being on the defense side of this map will help them get a leg up in this game.
Last round was a nail-biter. They were so close. Epsi had stood his ground for 2 more seconds. He would have seen that Viper walk out of her ult. Would have had a couple more seconds to get that half. And then just bait out the Sage, but...
pretty even looking game so far in terms of KD, in terms of what we're seeing as we go into this second pistol round here. Now the Todoroki's team has been one to show that they know what they're doing on pistol rounds. Let's see if they're able to do it here as they make a big push. Attackers pushing up to B, all stacked down long. They're going as a team as Twitted is lurking in the hookah. They were 3 stacked on A, doing a completely different move there. And there goes X31's Frenzy with the stim as we get some peeks here on B. This is the first fight we've actually seen down on B side. Couple of picks here, making it a 3v4 2v4 situation here. Attackers having the upper leg here as they take them out one by one. The lineup comes out from the Viper. The right clicks connect and down goes X31. Oh my gosh. Kaio just absolutely shredding this offense here with the weapons that they picked up from the bodies of the enemies here. But unfortunately, it wasn't enough for the defenders, and Hyper Diligence team comes out on top 8-5.
I'm out of here.
Really big plays that we saw coming out from Kyoto with the big lineup, the early lineup coming in, almost connecting with the spike planner. Getting that pick, grabbing that frenzy, and then securing a couple more picks, destroying the economy over on the attacker side. Let's see if the attackers can make a push down A this time with the 3 stack of defenders on B. Looks like we're doing a little bit of a split push here. We got one Hyper Diligent pushed up with the Judge onto the defense, about to meet the Sage here. Who's going to come out on top? The Judge! One shot as Hyper starts rotating over, securing a couple picks for the team. But oh no, Dark Pants was waiting for the rotate to come out through mid. And secures that pick on it and has a very big flank here, but I miss her. Takes him out because the call out comes out.
One enemy remaining.
Epsi going onto the site here, going to plant the spike. EMC down on his luck, gets rushed and gunned down. Definitely a close game here, but the attackers, Hyper Diligence team looking very good. They have the momentum, they have the economy, they have the skill, and they have the patience to come out on top here, and it's looking really good. Defenders are going to have to pick it up a little bit.
This next round will be interesting. The defenders have a full buy while some of our attackers still on a half buy because of that they won that last round. Everybody has full shields except for Dark Pants over there on the defender side.
Again, looking for the 3 stack over on B, and it looks like the attackers are playing a little bit slower here. They're lurking instead of pushing here. EMC not sure where they are. Defenders early rotate over to A, but it looks like the attackers are looking to go B here, and they caught the early rotate. A little bit of a misplay there by the defenders over on B site. That's going to give the attackers a lot of free room as Hyper Diligent making his way, making some room for his team to push up down long as the dog comes out from the sky, trying to get some early info here. Looks like site is clear for the attackers. They're going to start making a move up as Hyper is pushing into elbow. X31 pushing up to make sure that he gets some pressure on that rotate as Hyper hanging around the corner decides to get the pick. Secures 2 for his team, but gets taken out. It's a 3v3 situation here. The early rotate coming in from the Rays as the attackers are secured on the site. But no, they don't have the spike down. The spike has been left behind as Phoebe makes a push out onto the site, and Kaio Stan getting that pick. The 1v2 situation here as X31 and Kaio duke it out, but it goes in the favor of the attackers. 10-5 on the board.
That's going to crush the economy of the defenders a little bit there. They had full bot, everybody had shields, and lost that. Yep, we're going to see them come out with sheriffs this round.
Yeah, it looks like this is going to be a very, very rough round for the defenders here. They're probably going to want to stack up and possibly play the retake, but it looks like they're going to 3-stack on B as the attackers line up to do an A site push. Really interesting setup by the defenders here. It's because they've always pushed down A to start off the round, or they stack up on A side a little bit more than they stack up on the B side. So it's an interesting push to see them have 3 on B here as Dark Pants gets that early pick with the pistol headshot.
That's huge.
Big pick for the defenders here.
We have the Viper on the flank too, already pushed up from long.
And we have the Viper
that
Sage
information.
flank coming in, but the attackers are just sitting pretty. They don't need to push out. They have the numbers. They're going to start rotating over, probably catch the 2 on the flank, and they do. They decide to make that push back over the Sage, getting pushed by 3 attackers. Gonna go down as the anchor on A stays. Ray's trying to catch that rotate, goes down, but it looks like this one's gonna be going into the side of the attackers. Free push here.
Know they were behind him.
That eco save round is always gonna end up like this every single way. Usually the people who and the big pick from EMC. Grab that Odin. Unable to secure it. Attackers take it 11-5 here. 2 more rounds to go in this side of B, or of Bind. What a game this has been. We've seen some really good plays coming from both sides. Kaio being their heavy hitter, 20 and 16 on the board with Glue Sniffer, 20 and 11. Even frags, but that deficit of deaths is going to be the downfall here. Again, we're seeing that 3 stack on B coming from the defenders. B is the more difficult site to hold. Find his best map, I agree. Here we go. Full eco on both. We have the operator coming from X31
From Viper.
on A site. Viper putting down that early ult. BB taking Glue Sniffer out. The heavy hitter is down. Their hard carry has been taken out as the ultimate comes out from the sky. The defenders pushing out very aggressive here on the B site, looking to try to get that early rotate, but it looks like they may catch.
That Sky ultimate let them know that there was 3 people B.
Yes,
So we had a good call rotating out.
We have that Phoenix rotating over on A, where they found out that the attackers are planning on pushing as the Sky sends out that recon dog, but the wall comes out and blocks it. Alerting the defenders that they plan on pushing A as he goes down. Dark Pants taking that peek and grabbing Epsi as they try to get that recon over. EMC pushing up on the rotate here as the spike is rotating back towards B's site. Hyper Diligent lurking outside of that Viper ult that is still up there. The Viper anchor big coming out of B's site. Hyper unaware where the Viper is, searching diligently for him. Oh, I missed. He's gonna fall right into this play by Kaio. He knows he's there. He gets the pick. What a play by Kaio. Kaio securing the pick and the spike with it, and getting the pick with the molly. What a big play from Kaio. That was such a good play by the defenders there with the early ult and the anchor by Kaio, securing the 2 picks, stopping the push.
That's exactly the round that they need, because now that puts the attackers down on money a little bit. They have to play a little bit differently. They can't just push straight into the site. The defenders needed that morale boost too, probably. They had to be feeling a little down on themselves mentally, the way the attackers were just pushing on whatever site they wanted.
And that'll definitely hype them up a little bit, but they still have to be a little bit cautious because X31 still has the op. Managed to save that from last round, and he's going to be able to get some picks with it here. He's going to try to get an early peek on this long. The fake bird comes out as Glue Sniffer pushes up in there aggressively.
Attackers have to win this round. If they don't, they'll be down money.
Looks like they're backing off of B a little bit, trying to regroup to play that retake as the attackers make their push up into hookah, and they're clearing every corner, making sure that they have the situation prepared and ready. Phoebe getting that pick on I Miss Her over on in hookah, and it looks like we have Hyper Diligent on the booty cheeks of Phoebe, but he was unaware. Hyper Diligent making that slow push to A as the rest of his team is on B, and it looks like Phoebe's going to be hitting this early flank here to catch the spike as it goes down. And it does happen, connects the shots, and it looks like the defenders are playing a much better round now that they have eco. Couple of
They know
ults
where
come
the op is,
out.
too.
The op goes down, misses the shot, and Phoebe taking 4 out that round. Big plays by the Rays as they come on the flank there and secure that round for their team, 11-7. This game is flipping around slowly.
Slowly, but pretty methodically, because like I said, the attackers needed to win that round. Now that they don't, they're down money. That kind of guarantees that the defenders get at least one more round unless something crazy happens. Definitely mounting for a comeback.
It looks like we're going to have a save round coming out from the attackers here with X31 and Glue Sniffer buying. Glue Sniffer, the only one buying, actually. He's going to have to either survive or make a play.
Gotta make a play.
Gotta make a play here. Some utility coming out on B as the attackers plan to push onto B site. Early pick coming out from EMC as we get the push out into hookah, but Kaio just is there, ready, waiting. Still 3 on A. We haven't had a rotate from the defenders yet as the attackers are fully pushed up with Spike down B long. The fake orb grab comes out. There is the baited utility. Probably going to see a rotate through teleport here. And it comes out, and they still have not rotated off of A. We still have a 3 stack on A. The wall comes out, not going through showers. It's not going to work as X31 recognizes this and slowly reconnects with his team down mid. Oh, but Phoebe was waiting with the ult, or with the op, picks 2, making it a 5v1 situation here. Not going to be enough. I miss her goes down, and that eco is absolutely shattered for the attackers. It was a bold decision for the non-save to come out from Glue Sniffer as he...
Very bold. I mean, I understand it, I guess, because he can buy next round, but they lost that Phantom early on, never got it back. Now, if they were to lose this round, they won't be able to buy next, that being Glue Sniffer, while the rest of the team can, which might force them all to eco, which would then bring the game to 10-11. This is a match.
This is definitely a match. This round is a must-win for the defenders. If they win this round, they shatter the economy of the attackers here. As Phoebe still has that operator looking down A long here. Sends out the bomb buddy, trying to find that Reyna that is lurking down long as the attackers are looking to push up showers here. Very, very different kind of move that we have here. Phoebe with a big angle, spots the Reyna, but misses the shot. But it doesn't matter because the Sage is there with the res. But the attacker's going to start pushing up with that space. But it's not good as Glue Sniffer goes down early before the team has a chance to even push out. X31 waiting in showers, gets direct impacted by Phoebe with her ult.
You know someone's there.
Phoebe with the op playing close, goes down by Hyper Diligent with the Odin, just waiting for that rotate to come out. Clearing out the rest of that wall. Yeah, still no rotate coming from the 2 on B. FC taking out Dark Pants with the op. And the big headshot from Minimum.
Spike down A.
Rotate coming through now, then know where Spike is.
Get the rotate coming in. EMC throwing the bird out. FC already on point. Hyper playing back, and FC taking out yet another one. With a big stun coming out from Hyper Diligent. Sliding Odin kill. Securing that space. That's what Neon does best, is getting in there and absolutely catching everybody off guard, especially with a big stun like that, leaving Kaio all by himself to try to clutch up. Going to be very difficult with that operator on Chamber. One more shot from the op. Doesn't connect. Having to use the Spectre now as Hyper hitting that big rotate into showers. But Kaio hears the footsteps and starts peeking over. Gets the shot. It's a 1v1 situation. But Kaio has his ultimate. Is going to throw it down. And ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be an intense...
The half? No, they go with the fake.
Kaio spots him early, and FC goes down. Kaio with the big clutch here. 9-11 on the board. Kaio proving once again that he is not anything to be messed with. Hyper with the toxic ZZ in chat.
That goes down with the attackers' economy there, like we were saying. So now, this pretty much brings the game to 10-11. The defenders should have this, as the attackers can't buy anything meaningful. Although Glue Sniffer, again, seeming to buy up to the Phantom. Have FC buying
It looks like they were
as
going to
well.
go with the Odin, but decided against it. X31, unable to buy any guns, decides to force buy with the
The
Sheriff.
attackers are all buying. I guess they realize they need this round. They have to get this round.
It's either they get this round or they send it with the next two. You know, let's see. It's either they win this or they risk going into OT as they push out on B here. Glue Sniffer just making the lead, making the plunge, pushing right out, securing Garden, but goes down, doesn't look behind him, and EMC was there waiting. Dark Pants on the rotate. The whole team is already rotated with the Sage anchoring on A, and it looks like we have a flip
And
here.
no spikes down.
One enemy remaining.
Yeah, it looks like this one's going to go in the favor of defenders. Just like you were saying, that was a guaranteed defender win there. Now the economy is shattered.
It almost worked out on the attacker's favor, except Kyle was sitting over there in the elevator and heard the Reyna drop and was able to tell EMC on site where they were. It was just unfortunate timing and a like perfect situation for Kyle, honestly.
This is turning out to be a very, very, very close game. I am very interested to see how this is going to play out as the attackers are looking to do an early push here down A. But again, they have to force buy with almost no shields or light shields. As iMister sends up the dog, but the wall comes out again. Just denying any kind of recon, denying anything, but the ultimate's going to come out, revealing the positions of the enemies that they're going to know that they have to be. The defenders are stacked on A. What are they going to do? Looks like they're holding their ground here. The early rotate from B site with Viper still left anchoring. X31 playing that slow push up B site, defaulting up, trying to get some space, trying to clear an area for the team to rotate in. The flash comes out from the sky, but they don't push off of it. They're still playing slow. Again, they don't have the eco. They don't have the weapons here to really get in there and force a battle. Phoebe taking out Epsi here as X31 makes the peek, but goes down to Kaio.
That's huge for the defenders.
That might be a defender side victory here as the two remaining on the attacker side, Hyper Diligent and Glue Sniffer. One in showers, one down long. Hyper going to make a big play, trying to rotate over to B as Glue Sniffer's just left at A site, making a lot of noise, but securing 2 picks here. And Hyper making that slide back, picks up a Phantom. And this might actually be a very big play coming from Hyper and Glue Sniffer. Glue Sniffer absolutely clutching it up here. Oh my God, are they able to do it? Kaio's gonna have to make a very big play to clutch up for his team here. Very, very important round for Kaio and Shota Todoroki's team. Slow pushing out here. Hyper Diligent holding down Long and Glue Sniffer. They're both holding the same angles. Hyper watching the flank, but they're holding on the same angle. Glue Sniffer's going to be pushing out a little bit. Steps in the Toxic like it doesn't matter as Hyper pushes out. Tries to get the early shots and they connect. What a play. Able to flip that partial save round into a victory.
Match point.
Now it's match point in favor of Hyper Diligent's team.
That was very surprising. It kind of evens the playing field here a little bit. The defenders still have money. They won the last 3-4 rounds, and now the attackers are still kind of hurting, honestly. Because even if they lose this round, they have the potential to lose the next. It's still a game. The last couple rounds that they did, being as aggressive as they were.
It's a make or break round here. Both teams able to buy. As the early pick from Glue Sniffer comes out on A site, and that's going to clear a lot of space for them to push up here and get some picks with the big scouting dog coming out. Epsi trying to get that pick, secures the pick on Phoebe as the big ultimate comes out, and it's a 2v4 or 2v5. The attackers playing it to the at best of their abilities here. The last player remaining, Glue Sniffer versus Kaio, the top dogs of the teams here. Kaio gonna have to make a play. It doesn't look like it's gonna be in the favor, and it looks like this round may go to Hyper Diligent and the attackers. Set up, Kaio's getting pinched here. He's gonna have to make a play. Latch stitch effort, jumps out and goes down. Ladies and gentlemen, Hyper Diligent and the crew secure the win in the first game.
All they had to do was just run in and click heads, I guess. Didn't matter about the economy. They just said forget about it.
All right, here we go. Game 2, game 1 going to Hyper Diligent. Now I wonder if we're gonna see the same agents coming out from Hyper's team. Will he play the Neon again?
I could see the Neon again, especially with B and A site having clear lanes straight to site. That's perfect for that wall to go up, him to get on the site and just make some space. So he's definitely, yep, there it goes. Definitely going to have Neon.
His playstyle really is a Neon playstyle, but it looks like Kaio is going to be playing the Astra here and not the Viper, which is a big difference. A little bit more smoke, a little bit more cover going to be coming down from him, and a little bit less lethality. Let's see if that's going to be a good play. He was the top fragging player on Todoroki's team, and he's switching up the gameplay a little bit. Looks like X31 is going to be playing the Brimstone again here. Looks like we're getting the same characters coming out of Hyper Diligent side. Oh, I miss her making the big switch over to Omen. That's going to be good to see as we see Todoroki switching over to that Killjoy Sentinels.
I do like the play by Kaio going with Astra.
Select your agent.
The ult coming from Viper on this map isn't going to work out too well. B and A are both really big sites. It's kind of hard to use that well there. Plus, there's a lot of places that can be peaked on either site. So Astra has a lot of utility, being able to stun, suck, make a smoke. It's a good pick by them.
Staying on the defense side with the Killjoy is going to be very good for Todoroki and her team, as Killjoy can pretty much lock down any main site and get that early information as to where the teams are pushing. And it's a really big play. It's a really good decision that they chose defense on this map.
Especially on this map, being that you can push down mid and get to either site fairly quickly. So Killjoy being able to lock down a site herself is great for information.
We are getting ready here to do the first round of game 2. Best of 3 as Hyper Diligence team pushing out here. Hasn't set up a side that they want to push yet. It looks like we got a couple ghost buys. Phoebe buying the frenzy.
We're getting a cookie. Can we time out? Just kidding. Okay. I'm just joking. We're good. No, we're good. We're good.
They're comp?
Okay, I was gonna say.
Yeah.
They're comp?
Wait, what kind of cookie?
He ran.
Anyone want any mozzarella sticks?
Please.
No.
All right, it looks like we have a B push here coming from the attacker side, as Dark Pants is going to be the only one holding. Goes down first. That Astra Smoke not able to stop the push here from Glue Sniffer, and Glue Sniffer is going to be pushing it out, leading his team, securing that second pick. Kaio trying to rotate super fast, running with his knife out, not even concealing his steps. Finding the picks on the Glue Sniffer, and the spike goes down by X31 here. 2 defenders remaining, Killjoy and EMC. Playing it very slow, trying to wait out that Omen Smoke. And the Omen Smoke does come down as EMC attempts to push out with the bird. Secures the blind on the chamber as she pushes out. Todoroki down by Zips. Playing really aggressive here. Having to reload and gets caught out by Hyper Diligent from up top. I would assume the Sage was going to get the pick there. Who won? It was Hyper's team.
Play this next round,
Butter.
because if the attackers are smart, they're gonna run back to B, knowing that they didn't get contested by Killjoy.
Looks like the defenders are looking to set up Killjoy utility over on A. Nobody really holding mid here. Phoebe probably looking to peek out in mid as Hyper and the team set up to do a mid/B push, but Hyper Diligent going all the way to the A side. Glue Sniffer securing that early pick on Dark Pants again. Keeps on getting outplayed on that long hold. Glue Sniffer is just absolutely busting into the back line.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, it is a devastating matchup. The attackers here just blowing through the defense. Not even 30 seconds into the match, already down to 1 defender, and it's going to be going 0-2 to the attackers. Yo, Lethal, welcome to the chat, bud. Hi, Ryan, by the way. What a play by
Timeout.
Glue Sniffer.
Yeah, seems to have won his mistake.
Okay.
All right, I paused the match timer. You said timeout.
Yeah, he seems to have learned from his mistakes. He won't in again.
Yeah. Yep. I've learned from my past mistake.
Am I good to?
He's getting kicked after this game. We're kicking him off.
Okay, so we're good to play. All right, another push coming. Let's see if Glue Sniffer takes out Dark Pants once again. The blind comes out, the flash comes out, Glue Sniffer making that big play, that big push that we've seen him do in the past here. Dark Pants just does not stand a
Blue Sniffer
chance.
with the first pick again.
Hyper Diligent gets caught out by Phoebe, holding up in mid, but Glue Sniffer's there on the flank every single time. Todoroki holding that angle, and X31 wants to push up, wants to get in there, but decides not to. He backs up, and Todoroki taking that advantage here and tries to push out, clear some space. The alarm bot comes out, spots X31, but X31 is not moved. A brick wall as she pushes out aggressively, but, oh, dude, Glue Sniffer is just always in their backline, causing a ruckus. They're going to have to try to find an answer to Glue.
Blue Sniffer's definitely feeling themselves right now. Getting that opening pick every round is huge.
Just tearing, absolutely tearing into the economy of the defenders here. Defenders are going to be on another save round, which is not going to turn out well for them. As Hyper Diligence team looking at once again to go to that B side. How will they stop this? What will they do? Well, I think they need to switch up where they're holding. Stack up a little bit more on B. Give some reinforcement to Dark.
I agree. I think Dark is gonna have to play back a little bit. Get some Killjoy help on B maybe.
Phoebe
They're taking B
playing
for free.
a little bit close up. Glue Sniffer playing a little bit more passive. Oh, Phoebe absolutely just snoozing. Had to lag.
Blue Sniffer getting that opening pick once again.
I don't know what the play was there. It was, he pushed out and just didn't shoot. Kaio standing, getting that very nasty pick over on Epsi.
Planted.
You will not kill my ally.
Again, another defense mishap here as the defense side is just not looking good. 0-4 on the board. They're going to have to change something up. They're going to have to change the play where they're holding. They're going to have to give some reinforcements. They're going to have to stop pushing out, getting a little bit too aggressive on defense here. I think they just need to reevaluate.
Definitely play it like defense. You're on defense, but also just switch who's holding where. It looks like they're actually doing that this time. Killjoy's heading over to B, setting up some turrets. I don't
Looks like
think that they
Sky
need
is setting up on A by themselves.
Astra's heading over now, but playing retake on A is not a bad idea. So
I need it.
The early bird going A doesn't look like Hyper and the crew want to go A at all as they start pushing up mid uncontested once again. Sky playing in the vents is going to start pushing up slow, but they hear the wall come out from X31 as they make their attack up here. Going down, Dark Pants secures the first pick of the round this time. As the EMC tries to sneak a bird through the wall, but it doesn't work as he takes out the one wall panel. Nade comes out. Dark Pants is playing that aggressive angle on Epsi, trying to get some jump shots in to scare them back, and it does work. They start falling back a little bit. Sky is on Zips, just waiting as the rest of the team with the spike start to rotate through sewers. But it looks like Glue Sniffer staying behind to try to catch the rotate to their rotate. He peeks out, secures that pick on EMC. Dark Pants and Todoroki left sitting on B site as the two make their way over, but Kaio was waiting, anchoring on A site for the rotate, and gets the pick on X31, the spike down on A. Gonna have to make a play here before the rotate comes in, but Minimum is on her way over. Epsi's gonna have to get that spike down super quick as the rotate already comes in, screens. Minimum putting down that ultimate. Goes down, but the glue sniffer already on there. Gets the pick on Phoebe. Minim gonna have to make a final stand here. Looks away at the wrong time. And glue sniffer takes her out.
I'm actually curious as to why
Yes, Butter.
Kaio. So Kaio was anchoring on A. They heard the zip line on A, but didn't call out for the rotate, unless they were really concerned about that Reyna mid. But first pick went to defenders last round. They're getting. It seems like they're getting their footing underneath of them, having that Killjoy on B.
Again, another save round coming out from the defenders. 0-5 on the board. They're going to have to play slow and play for picks, but here we go. Glue sniffer peeking out again, getting picked by Dark Pants. As the defenders are playing a little bit more aggressive here, actually. Trying to peek out and get those picks to try to steal the guns.
They don't really have much of an option. They're kind of down right now.
Hyper Diligent throwing out his stuns, but was a good distraction here. Takes out Minim and Phoebe. The defenders left again, not in a very good position. 2 to 4 as the spike goes out. The entire attacker team on site. The pick comes out from Kaio. EMC left alone, stranded on an island with nobody but enemies, and he goes down. Attackers again 0-6. It's looking like this is going to turn out to be a blowout on the attackers side.
It was a good plan. Pushing out Garage, you know that they're probably going to aggro it. So you do the aggressing first. Try to get that early pick, get a gun out of it. But they stay too long. I think they overstayed their welcome in Garage. After getting that first pick, I would have ran back out to site. Go back to defense.
A little bit too aggressive there coming from the defenders, but it looks like we have pretty even eco. This is a must-win round for defenders, because if they find themselves in a situation where they lose, they're going to be down on eco yet again. Phoebe throwing out that bomb buddy as the attackers start peeking out mid with Spike. 3 mid as we do have
from the Killjoy.
A setup here. Killjoy securing that pick. Has the attackers setting up slowly. Glue Sniffer pushing out on site. Has Dark Pants absolutely clueless as he's hopping around, and Glue Sniffer gonna get a BM knife kill, but whiffs the knife and goes down, ladies and gentlemen. That is why you never BM. Goes down in a hilarious fashion. Oh man, that was oh my god, and the pick with the ult. Defenders find themselves at the advantage. 3-2. And EMC on a big flank here as he comes out with a big flash. X31 disregarding the flash as they push up into heaven here. The shots from Dark Pants come out, but X31 securing the pick, making it a 2v2 situation. Epsi on the site as X31 rotating over into the backline with the spike, looking to, not go to A, but instead pinch the remaining defender on B. As Epsi's going to get caught using abilities here right behind him. Epsi taking him out, and again, defenders going down with what was almost a very good, very well executed play.
As you said, that was a must win from them, and now that they lost, they're down on ego. See them pulling up the sheriffs. It's especially on Split, it's kind of bad to be in this situation. Split is notoriously a defender's sided map, so they're gonna have one hell of a time trying to bring this back on attacker side. So there's only a few more rounds left on this defending side.
It looks like we don't have a setup from Killjoy on this side. Looks like the Killjoy is AFK currently, just in spawn. Not sure what's going on with that. But Glue Sniffer going down and Phoebe going down. A big trade coming out from the attackers and defenders. But X31 manages to switch it back over. Dark Pants going down. Is Todoroki here? Got some big picks on both sides of the 2v2 situation. But it still looks like because Todoroki wasn't here, she didn't have her setup.
They got the information. They know where they are.
It goes down. Again, 8-0 on the board for the attackers.
There was actually some big picks that came out of that defending round. Gives them a little kill money. So
Calculated save round, perhaps, by Todoroki. We'll see if this eco rounder. We'll see if this round for the defenders can be the round. This is, again, if they don't win this, they're going to be down once again on eco. And time again, we've seen this happen where they end up like playing the eco round fully out, losing it, buying their weapons, and still losing, putting them down
if they
again.
can get these next 4 rounds, they'd be in a decent spot on the attacker side.
Glue Sniffer being as aggressive as ever, going to push right up in there, Mini.
Oh, huge kill
Grabbing the
setup.
pick, but the trade comes out from the attackers. I miss her right there, able to follow up on Glue as Phoebe takes out Epsi. But I miss her pushing up aggressively in a nice fashion, takes out Phoebe.
It is just a
And
shootout right
Kaio on that back one gets the spike down. That's very, very big as they have the positioning. They have the numbers. It's an even 2-2 with the ultimate coming out. The scout ultimate coming out to grab the... Oh my god. I miss her with a huge play with the ultimate to grab the spike and get it. But it doesn't help because Kaio still gets the pick and EMC finishing it up, ladies and gentlemen. It has been flipped. We got one on the board for the defenders here.
What a play by Omen there. That was very smart.
I've never seen any gamer do that with
I've never either. I didn't want to say it, but
I knew it was
brain is
possible,
huge.
but I didn't think that it would ever like work in such a good fashion. I thought he was gonna ult there to get some information, but
same.
he took it for the spike. What a good play, and that literally almost worked for him. But unfortunately, the defenders were just ready. Phoebe doing an aggressive play, messes up the satchel just a little bit, but Glue Sniffer is right there waiting. Glue Sniffer is going to be pushing up here to contest onto Dark. Will it work for him? It does not. Glue Sniffer just always with the aggression. Catching the raise, catching Phoebe a little bit off guard here. 11 HP as he chips away the armor. And Glue Sniffer is going to be pushing up onto the raise and catches him. Ladies and gentlemen, Glue Sniffer just absolutely dominating this attack side on split.
You will not kill my ally.
Minin pushing up onto the sage wall here, being very aggressive, just able to slink in there. Astra's holding in that back, but I miss her is just already on site, already cleared it, and Glue Sniffer secures that pick on Kaio. X31 is BM planning as Todoroki is the last one standing once again. Catches Hyper every time running. There it is. Attackers win 1-9. Possibility of a 9-3 curse here, though. I've seen a deficit like this come back and win in the past. We can see it again. Can happen.
It's definitely possible. They just have to get Glue Sniffer under control. They're just going around the map doing whatever they want. That round actually started off with them running out onto A. And then as soon as Glue Sniffer got the pick on B, they just rotated out instantly. They have to get them under control.
Another eco save coming from the defenders again, and it looks like there's going to be a little bit more aggression. X31 going with the operator, and it looks like they're making an A push this time. Something completely different out of left field that we haven't seen yet. Minion is there, though, to set up the turret. We got a couple pushing up B. It's a split push. Again, Hyper Diligent catching that pick onto Phoebe as they make their way through screens. Mini running, but gets caught out by X31 lurking in the corner, and Spike goes down as EMC has that positioning, but Glue Sniffer is always behind.
One enemy remaining.
One defender remaining. Reyna versus Chamber and Reyna. Glue Sniffer still uncontested, going 19-5. His Dark Pants is going to be making his push, but he doesn't realize Etsy's right there, but it secures the pick anyway. Dark Pants is going to have to pick it up here, the rivalry between Glue Sniffer and Dark Pants. Let's see who has the Reyna diff.
Still in sight. Cutting their vision.
Slow plays here as Glue Sniffer is making that big rotate to heaven, has the high ground advantage, and he sees him. Ladies and gentlemen, he is literally... dude, he has the information. He knows he's there. He's just toying with him now. He's going to wait for the spike to be tapped. Oh, and Dark Pants wins the trade. Ladies and gentlemen, Dark Pants absolutely shattering that rivalry here and clutching it up for his team. 2-9 on the board.
Good play.
Last round before the
I don't know how Glue Sniffer lost that one. He had the information. He had the high ground advantage. He just didn't peak in time, and he got caught off guard.
I wasn't a fan of Dark Pants being as diligent as they were searching the site, but that gave them the information to let them know that they that Glue Sniffer had to be in heaven. So he just played it. Pros don't fake.
Yeah, real pros don't fake. It's true. Here we go again. Another B push coming out from the attackers here, and Mini is setting up in heaven. Has the turret already in place, and Epsi is just peeking that, waiting for it to happen. Kaio is on A. Looks like he's going to be anchoring, but here comes Glue Sniffer. Gonna catch the rotate, but doesn't. Kaio calls him out and takes him down. Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. This is where it can be made a stand for the defenders. We can go 3 on the board and get that 9-3 curse. Dark Pants still holding on B. Blind firing down into garage as I Miss Her is making that slow approach, and Phoebe going to that left side trying to get that high ground, but I Miss Her knows and spots her. Takes her out. I Miss Her making big plays for the attackers here. Taking out one of their holders as the defender Killjoy ult comes out. It's going to have to force I Miss Her to rotate out and try to reconnect with X31. But X31 is slowly pushing into his demise. 2 people waiting for him, but he spots the feet as Kaio's there. Oh, and he catches him trying to pull out the Phantom. The spike goes down in screens, and the defenders have the advantage again. What a good play coming out from the defenders here as they managed to get the picks that they need and find this Omen off guard, and he's going to go down. The 9-3 curse comes out. Let's see if this is where it gets turned around.
That Killjoy ult was huge. It caused them to have to push out into mid by themselves with that spike. Once you get spiked down, it's pretty much round over.
Catching that spike, especially in screens, is such a very, very bad spot to be dropping it. But again, in the last game, we saw Kaio being the leader per se in the kill realm, and he's doing it again. He's actually getting those picks, taking out Glue, and that is what I think put them up on that last round.
For sure, Glue has to be shut down. If you look at the board, there are 19 kills for Glue. Like, they're just getting those opening picks, and their team rotates based on that. It'll be interesting to see what they can do on defense, though.
Here we go, the defense round as the attackers are pushing out aggressively down A, but Astra's already down. Early heal coming out, and Phoebe getting the pick on I Miss Her, and Glue Sniffer blinding fire gets the pick. Next 31 gets the pick on the Killjoy, and they are again up, but the spike is coming out. Secured point on A. See if we can get a pick here from the attackers as they set up in defensive positionings, trying to lock down that heaven push and cover his screens. Doesn't look like they have any defenders looking towards the flank right now. Could be caught off guard in that situation. We have 3 people looking towards screens as Glue Sniffer gets the pick. Just not having any like sight coverage there. And the defenders were able to push out because we had 3 of the attackers checking towards screens.
Yeah, it was very interesting play by the defenders. I don't know, all looking the same direction as you said, but that was definitely a round that needed to be won on the attacking side.
Definitely was here, but it looks like they're going to end up forcing anyway. And Glue Sniffer's going with the Phantom and Light Shields on this, which is going to be a very, very, very good play. But the entire team of the attackers going Spectre Light Shields, probably going to make a very good rushing play here. We're going to have to see where Glue ends up holding. It looks like he wants to be B-side. He's
a smart play by Glue, knowing that they have to rush out on the site. This is a must-win round for them. And he's ready.
Here he comes. The entire team rushing out, gets the 2 pick, and he is out of there. Glue absolutely devastating the attackers here. And the rotate comes out from the rest of Hyper Diligence team, and Glue Sniffer may ace this round. Literally just putting the team on his back. Dark Pants, the last one. Takes him out. Doesn't get the ace. 11-3. Hyper Diligence team once again putting themselves on the pedestal here. A lot of economy to work with as Glue gets his Phantom back, and it's going to be a free buy round for the defenders here.
They may decide to play this slow and get a rotate from Glue wherever they are. No, it looks like they're half buying. No, yeah, they're half buying as a team. I mean, they really don't have a choice, but this could potentially mess up the economy. But they got to get something going. They have to. It's 3-11.
Yeah, it's either they force here and they win, or they, you know, it's just they're going to be down for the rest of the game here. The big push, and it doesn't work because Hyper Diligent is there with the judge taking out 2, but the trade comes out. What a good play by Hyper Diligent to stop that push. And Glue Sniffer's on the flank here, coming up as a spike goes down 2v4. Not looking very good for the attackers, but will they be able to do anything here? The blind comes out, and Kaiostan just holding his ground as EMC, taking those spray shots, missing every single one. And I miss her dropping Kaio as EMC gets the pick, but it's not enough as the rotate comes in. And I miss her just absolutely devastating that push. 12-3 on the board. Not a very good situation here for Roki and the crew, but let's see if they can do anything here. They don't have the eco.
Force again.
They don't have the eco. Yeah, they have to. They have no choice.
They have no choice. They're gonna have to force Vectors again. Yeah.
They're gonna buy ARs where they can buy ARs. We have a Vandal, a Phantom, a couple of classics. Well, looks like they're going Spectre, Vandal, light shields, full shields. They got to do what they got to do here, Veronic.
And here, Glue is on B again, knowing that they have to just get on the site. Glue's playing this game so smart.
Glue has been definitely the star of this round, just like Kaio was the star of the last round here. It looks like the early ultimate coming out from Glue as he peeks out to mid. Phoebe catching that early pick onto Hyper, and it doesn't matter because Glue is just there to secure the 2 picks. And Epsi goes and gets that pick on Phoebe. Oh, but Epsi goes down, and Glue Sniffer is already in heaven here. It's a 2v2 situation. Glue knows where Kaio is, and the spike comes down. His Dark Pants is the last one. But he hears the Reyna appear from being invisible. He has his ultimate. Will he use it? Probably.
He should use it. Doesn't have a choice.
He has to use it here, but Glue contesting him. Gets the pick on Glue. One last remaining X31 coming on that flank. Dark Pants still holding on to that ultimate. He has some time to grab that spike and plant it, but he does not have a lot as X31 is already pushed up onto the site here. X is going to play it nice and slow, waiting for that plant to come out, and gets the pick and secures the game, and that will be all she wrote. The BM. The BM. Yo, that's a 50 DKP minus for BM. Ladies and gentlemen, Hyper Diligent beating Todoroki.
Defenders win.
2-0. GG's.
Glue's never putting on an absolute clinic.
What a play. Glue showing exactly that he is the best gamer. Like I said, he would be the one to watch in this tourney, and he really showed up.